What's going on, guys? We got Luke Frangella here, who got first place at a regional flight at YCS Vegas, but shout out to me and Jabin over here. The man also went undefeated in the YCS. It's not my fault, I promise. It's actually my fault. But man's been cooking this weekend. I don't remember what his record was. What was your record for the whole weekend?
14-1.
14-1. What'd you lose to?
I lost a regional flight to the mirror match. Like, I entered one regional flight, I lost round one to the mirror match, and then I played the guy in the next regional flight because he lost the next round, and I destroyed him.
So 14 wins, 1 loss, and your 1 loss, you beat him later.
I think it cancels out, so I'm pretty sure I'm undefeated.
Yeah, basically. All right, let's jump right into the depth profile.
All right, bet. So I played Kashtira, obviously 3, 3, 3. I played 1, 1, and I did not play the trap guy. 1, 1 I think is correct. Like, I'd never had a situation, and I played a lot of mirror matches this weekend where these were bandaged face down and I couldn't recycle them and couldn't play. Like, I think that 1 and 1 is good, but obviously, like, having extenders in your hand is nice, so that's the only reason I would up it to, like, more than 1. But this was good. The other monsters are 3 Ash because this absolutely destroys Branded, 2 Lava Golems, and this.
Shout out to your last round opponent, Double Ash.
Yeah, he was not happy. He punched the table and started yelling. Yeah, sorry, bro. This card's insane against Branded. It's okay in the mirror match. It's okay against other stuff. Lava Golem's just kind of crazy against everything right now. Like, Branded, this, I mean, if you're playing against Sprite, you can tribute, like, their problematic Sprite cards on field. Like, this card's just good. I hate Nibiru, but I'm playing Crossout Designator, so this is for that. I would much rather play 3 Lava Golem over this. I never activated this card a single time. It's just necessary. So there's the monsters. For the spells, 3 Planet, 3 Theosis, 3 Birth. That's all of the cash spells. This card is the best card in the deck. Hands down, best card in the deck. That's it. It's just really good. If you don't play 3 Birth, you're insane. 3 Prosperity. This card is real good in this deck. 3 Crossout Designator. I've heard really conflicting opinions about this, but me and Jay were cooking, and we thought this card was going to be really good going into this event specifically because everybody's going to be playing the same hand traps and same outs to this deck because it's new, and it overperformed. Like, it won games. It was really good this weekend. And in the mirror match, you can negate any card in their deck, so it's just insane. We also played 3 Book of Eclipse, 1 Terraforming. That was the only spells. I didn't play Rhoda or anything like that. Just these. These are really good. The only main deck change that I thought about was cutting one of these for another Lava Golem, but I'm not sure. Like, I like these a lot, and so I'm not sure which one I would rather see. There's that. And for the traps, so I main decked evenly, which nobody expected because people aren't main decking evenly in this deck right now. But I think that this card is insane. So evenly, Imperm, 2 Imperm, and a Big Bang. And that puts the main deck total at 42, which I was kind of worried about going into the event, but I think it's fine. I think 42 is fine, especially with the Prosperities. So for the extra deck, 2 Arise Heart, 2 Shangela. 2 of this never came up. The only time 3 of this came up is against the mirror if I made one and then they outed it, banished one from my extra deck. It was tight, but I would a lot of times just Big Eye, take theirs and use it, so it wasn't a huge deal, but 3 of this, like, may be an option. 2 Mind Hacker. This card was insane. I think 2 is the play. Like, I think against the mirror, sometimes it's a grind game, and like hitting stuff out of their extra deck, banishing their deck face down is really good. So I think this card's really good. Big Eye. I had Big Eye fights with a lot of mirrors. 1 mirror, his Arise Heart, it was his Mind Hacker got passed around like 3 turns in a row. We kept Big Eyeing it back and forth. 2 Zeus. Mainly in case they banish one, so you can still Zeus them, but you also can just really easily make 2 Zeus. 2 Lingeribo, 1 Donner, and Lingeribo outs evenly. Like, it's a protection against evenly if you're going first. Like, it's good, but it is what it is. Like, if you're playing Ibly, you play it, and if you think you're going to see you play against Ibley, you play it basically. Donner for the same reason, and this just outs things. Like you can take your opponent's monsters and then just link them into Donner and out things, and it's a really easy way to out like boards. Baron, I did not make it a single time, but in theory it's really good. Normal Ashe against matchups that like you're trying to play around Namiru, or if you know that this is going to be better in the matchup than Ashe, just make this. But I never made it, so it was just kind of a dead spot this weekend. 15 rounds and I never made it. But that's not to say it won't come up. And then, so this was my flex spot. In the regional that I won, I played this. In the main event, I played this. So Natis, Flare Metal, and then what I'm going to change the spot to is Garura. So in theory, well, we all know what this is for, but it never came up. This is just a pretty fast deck, in like generally speaking. This card I put in so that I could banish it off Prosperity, attach it to my my Arise Heart, and then if they out Arise Heart, this will go to grave and pop a card on their field. So it like helps out their field and like slows down their turn. But every time that they played it, or every time they outed my my Arise Heart, it was the like they didn't have cards on field, so this was just dead. So I think that the Garura draw, like drawing into a hand trap or drawing into a board breaker, is better in theory, just because most of the time when they clear your board, they don't have cards. So I think it's gonna be Garura, but we'll see how that works. But the last spot and a couple spots in the extra deck are definitely flexible.
You did win a game from the red on Flare Metal, though.
I did. I put him to 7,500 and then made Flare Metal. That's the only time I summoned it in the main event. I put my opponent to 500, summoned Flare Metal, and passed. So that was pretty cool, but that's the only time it came up, and I was probably going to win anyway, so it was just a spot that I didn't think was necessary. But that is all for the extra, and now we'll go to the side. And my side's a little spicy. We're going to go 3 Ibley, 1 Appointer of the Red Lotus, 3 Judgment. So my thinking is that the mirror match makes you go first most of the time. So side these in, and side these in like if you know you're going first, because you're gonna need a way to out board breakers and like all that good stuff. So side these in to just out like everything, and except Lava Golem, and side this in and it can out Lava Golem and everything else. And the cool thing about this card is if you have a Rise Heart on field and flip this, banish a card out of their hand, and then you can attach it to a Rise Heart and they don't get it back. So I think this card is insane. Like this card overperformed this weekend for sure. And then for the spells, I played 3 Lightning Storms. This card I only sided in a couple of times, but when I did, it was insane. I blew out my first round opponent because I ashed his Prosperity because I had my board. I didn't want him to draw a board breaker. I ashed his Prosperity blind. He scooped without showing me what his deck was. And then I was like, he ashed my Prosperity. He's probably playing Labyrinth. Or he scooped when I ashed his Prosperity. He's probably playing Labyrinth. So I sided these in blind, and he set 4, passed, and then I Lightning Stormed him, and he looked like he wanted to die. So it was my play of the weekend for sure. So 2 Thrust. This card's insane. I do think it's insane in the side, though. I don't like it in the main. Change of Heart, Feather Duster, and then Overlap. I never used this card ever a single time. I'm taking it out. It'll probably be the 3rd Lava Golem, because I wanted to play the 3rd Lava Golem inside, but I didn't, and this will probably be it. But in theory, this is really good against the mirror. It just never happened or came up at all. Thrust makes you have 3 Feather Dusters and 3 Change of Hearts and 5 evenly matched and like 5 Lightning Storms, and it's just insane. Like you have 3 Appointers. You can set a pointer off Thrust. It's just kind of a crazy card. But I think it's a crazy card in the side because like going first, a lot of times you're not going to get hand trapped, and if you do, it's going to be like an actual trap. So it doesn't matter. But that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and shout out to CM Games. Shout out to Jay for letting me borrow cards. A lot of cards. Shout out to Chris and Isaiah, especially CM Games. We love CM Games for sponsoring us and helping us with all this stuff. But thank you guys again for watching. Take it easy. Peace.